Coming to the ring, it's the
Warren Marlowe, the American Prodigy. Dre on wheels.
Don't lie and act like I'm crazy for saying it.
Talk about a horror.
Don't get a damn manager and know how to talk about
And Brian B.
Wait, you asked me, let me answer. Cody's story was invested in the Bloodline story, which was already a bigger story. And that's why I couldn't get as invested with Cody as maybe I would have if it was something else.
Commission Talks.
Yo, what it do, everybody, man? Commission Talk is back, man. It's that WTW, that Wrestle Talk Wednesday. What's goody, everybody, man? Y'all already know it's Dre, aka Dre on Wheels, man. Welcome, everyone, to this Wednesday Commission Talks, man. It's Wednesday, man, so it's time to talk some good old wrestling, man. I got the guys, of course, with me, Brian B. and Warren Marlowe. Before we get into all the good stuff, man, appreciate everyone that's about to tune in and that's tuning in. It's going to be a great one, man. Definitely hit the like button, share it, subscribe, you guys, and definitely follow the 1130 podcast on all social media platforms, man. For real, definitely, that's gonna do us a whole big favor, man. For real, definitely subscribe to Buzzing with Marlowe podcast, and definitely make sure you subscribe to the Beeline Entertainment LLC. All right, man. Now that's out the way, we about to get into the good stuff because I'm excited. I know the guys definitely excited. Let's bring them on, man. First and foremost, my guy Brian B, and also my guy Warren Marlowe. The commission is back, man. What's going on with you guys?
Back finally. The Rock has come back.
What? Oh, man.
Goody, y'all.
What's goody, man? How about Wednesday? We took a week off last
Of
week,
course.
everybody, but we
He
back
comes
here.
when I wasn't at another event. He comes when I'm at another event.
Yeah. We back at it though. How about Wednesday going though? Wrestle Talk Wednesday.
Pretty good, man. It's a little slow. You know, there's a lot going on in the world right now. It's eventful. But yeah, pretty good, man. Just kind of chilling out, trying to get me some damn food, man. I need some food, yo.
Okay.
Bro, we're
Shit,
waiting on
man.
pizza right now. Praying on the
Let me
pizza
go
guy
grocery
right
shopping. Yeah, shit. Pizza sound good right about now.
Sure do. I haven't ate nothing all day. Damn.
I'm hungry, man. I'm gonna kill some shit when I get out of here.
Oh man.
Is
All right,
it ready?
man. Yeah. All right, man. We definitely, like I said, we was out last week. Yo, what's going on, Devin? Appreciate you stopping in the live chat. We was
What's up,
out
Dev?
last week, man. Whole lot of stuff that been going on in wrestling.
You the one, Dad. You the one. See, I'm only doing it that way. I'm only doing it
We,
this way.
we had Bad Blood this past weekend and a whole bunch of stuff that's going down in wrestling. One thing I definitely want to give you guys thoughts on and definitely talk about too is Monday Night Raw. This past Monday Night Raw, it was the first Raw back 2 hours, man, over in a decade. So I guess a lot of fans, maybe, if you came in the mid 2000s, man, you really didn't experience a 2 hour Raw. So I think most people are just got accustomed to it. We are creatures of habit. So, we got accustomed to that 3 hour Monday Night Raw. How did you guys feel? Did it feel like it went by too fast for you guys, or, 2 hour Raws? Where's that?
I gotta be honest. I didn't watch Raw this week. I actually missed Raw this week. Yeah, I missed Raw this week. I haven't been able to catch them on shit. I've been kind of busy this week. But I want to say that I really wanted to I wanted Raw to stay 3 hours, man. I know a lot of people complain and say this and say that. Oh, they just have filler and blah blah blah. What the fuck is filler? What does that even mean? That they're giving different storylines. You have the opportunity to see a bunch of different storylines happen. I felt like 3 hour Raw was perfect, man. They have a stacked roster, and it's hard to pack all of that into an eventful 2 hours, man. So You have the opportunity with a 3-hour Raw to have half an hour matches. You know what I'm saying? Like, full main events, like, not just a 5-minute main event because some bullshit's gonna happen. So I without even seeing Raw, I would love it to stay 3 hours. I hope that they, stay. I want them to make SmackDown 3 hours, yo. Honestly, think about it. You know what I was just thinking about on this same topic, not jumping too far. Yo, SmackDown, you don't even know what the fuck is going on over there. Like, I had a post I was just looking at. Yo, what's up with LA Knight? I don't even know who he's fucking fighting. He got the championship. Ever since he got that championship, I ain't heard a yeah in the fucking stadium.
For real, man. He United States champion right now. Of course, he been dealing with either Santos Escobar. He been dealing with Carmelo Hayes or Andrade right now. So it's kind of like he being in the loop with them three right now.
He afterthought. That's what sucks. Because I know Carmelo and Andrade right now, they rocking. But that's because they have like 7 matches already. But I'm just saying, like, it seems
Still
like
talking about them though. That's the biggest thing. You're still hearing about them.
Exactly. You're seeing them more than you seeing the champion. And I mean, everybody's arguing for a shorter Raw when you can look at SmackDown and see, hey, there's not enough time for these motherfuckers to fly. Like, the Mishin and Chelsea Green, that shit is entertaining, bro. They had a fucking dumpster match. Dumpster match was entertaining. Why are we trying to make it shorter? We should be trying to keep the shit and just fill the content. I'll watch 3 hours. You'll watch 4 hours of fucking football. You can't watch 3 hours of Raw. Like, come on, be real. Like, I love 3-hour Raw. People just bitch.
Hey, look, I love the 3-hour Monday Night Raw. Okay, I love the 3-hour Monday Night Raw ever since they went 3 hours. Back in 2012 on the 1000 episode. That was always my thing. But this Monday Night Raw, this past Monday, just felt like it went by too fast. Obviously, been watching the 3-hour Raw for so long, and then you mentioned the SmackDown going 3 hours. That was a rumor that was going around, circling around that they'd be going back to 3 hours. They'd be going to 3 hours or whatever like that. But I mean, I think you can't please fans not one bit. When they were 2 hours, went 3 hours. Oh, please go back to 2 hours. It's a long show. And now you get the Monday Night Raw, and everybody was like, "What the hell was that?" I don't think you can please nobody though. But yeah, the 3-hour Raw didn't really bother me at all. Nothing really like that really bothered me.
I'm very proud that someone made that comment, but it is a fact about everything. And this is why we have long-term storytelling. That's why we have the thing about, hey, this is get you tuned into the next product, get you tuned into the next storyline, something like that. Like Brian said, he didn't watch Raw. I didn't get to watch Raw. I watched bits of it just because of social media. I've been basically I've been very open-minded on this, and I think y'all have agreed to this. I could hear your debate, and I'm gonna let you speak on it. But there's also things I let people just take a step back and realize what they're saying on when it comes to these debates. Oh, Raw is too long. We need to shorten it out. Okay, now you got it. Now it's like, oh, man, they got Jey Uso. Oh, man, they got this. Oh, man. But they don't show nobody else. Y'all have complained about this 3-hour thing for the longest time. Now it's too short. Like, it's like, bro, if you're not happy, don't watch the damn thing. Like, I've got to the point where it's just like, hey, these guys put their bodies on the line day in, day out. We don't need to have this where they need to go on Twitter and be like, oh, man, I didn't wrestle enough. Shame on me. My neck is probably almost halfway in the stretcher by the next 6 months because I feel like I'm overdoing the matches. They're saying I'm under-approving. Like, it's just like, bro, if you don't like it, don't like it. But they're doing fine. Sold out crowds, ratings are going out the roof. Wrestling has been the strongest it's been in the last 20 years, in my opinion, because it's mainstream. When social media first started, everyone thought wrestling was going to die. When Vince thought, backstage interviews and all that stuff was going to get produced to where people are seeing behind the character, you thought pro wrestling was done. Any old head would have told you that because that's why they get so mad. Like, oh, man, they know our secrets. Oh, man, they know the behind the scenes because that's like a movie. If we know the behind the scenes of a movie, are we going to want to really watch the movie or is it
Yeah,
Is it
I
the
would.
fact
Shit,
that
I
we're
would.
watching this?
If you know how a guy does a magic trick, you're still gonna watch the magic
Am I
show.
going to
Like,
sit through a 3-hour sequel that's a part 3 film and already know what's going to happen? Am I going to sit through and watch this and feel open minded and be like, man, wow, what ride they took me on? No, you're going to want to know every little bit. That's why they always say before a movie comes out, hey guys, no spoilers. Be courteous of the person. But we still complain. We still see these things. We still want to put dirt sheet shit out all the week. Like, it's, if you don't like the product, just stop watching it. We're fine. Wrestling community is fine. If you don't watch us, we're cool. Have fun.
I agree with you, Warren. I agree with you on most of what you said, but like just saying. I understand. People are going to talk shit regardless about anything. It doesn't matter. That's just the nature of the beast. But at the same time, it's just like, I don't think it has so much to do as far as, like, the behind the scenes or anything like that. I don't think that has anything to do. I get what you mean, because, like, back in the day, the kayfabe was like real important. People were thinking the shit was real. But I'm pretty sure that the audience is way more intelligent now. Like, we know it's not real. We know it's choreography. We know it's fuck. Well, listen, not for nothing. We actually found out that it's way realer than what the fuck we thought it was, to be honest with you. You know what I'm saying? We used to think it was, those just paper chairs and then we find out, that's real shit. You got real sledgehammers hitting people. But I think it's more of the nature of, people were complaining because they were saying there wasn't enough quality on a 3-hour Raw. And then be real. I love this show. It is the perfect.
I love it. I love it.
True shit. Coming back. It's coming back. But
oh man, that's the best comment of the night right there.
Yeah, that was pretty good.
The beard.
But you have
commission talks.
The content of Raw, especially Raw. We don't really talk too much about SmackDown because SmackDown ain't 3 hours. It's just one show. If it's good, it's good. If it's not, it's not. But we talk about Raw because Raw was a 3-hour show. It got made into a 3-hour show, so there was a change. And then it's like, it's a 3-hour show, but damn, this shit sucked. They suck, blah, blah, blah. But to be real, the last 2 months of Raw have been fucking phenomenal. So it's like,
it hasn't been star power guys either. They've been
at all.
Shit.
It's been people being able to be showcased and taking fucking opportunities, presenting opportunities, showing off new things, whether it be just backstage segments, whether it be a whole bunch of different things that we ain't never saw before. These fucking vignettes that are like cinematic quality. Like, there's so much stuff that's going into this presentation. To pull an hour out at this realm of where we are, I feel like it was a mistake. But at the same time, I don't think they're doing this because they're answering the fans. I think they're doing this because they're about to move to Netflix. Because they even said this is only for the end of the year.
Yeah. So, and this was a big conversation for a long time, like
they could throw these away, give you just throw off shows and be like, hey, we're just gonna drag it out until we get to Netflix. But they're still delivering every week.
Yeah, every week.
They are. But one thing I did like very much though about the 2-hour Monday Night Raw, you didn't see besides Liv and Dom and with Raquel, besides them pulling up and leaving back out, you didn't see the Judgment Day, you didn't see Rhea Ripley, you didn't see Drew McIntyre, you didn't see a couple of people. And I think I like that, not necessarily overexposing the talent each and every week, but giving other people, mid-carders and everything like that to definitely shine on the card. The main event was definitely nice. I mean, we all knew Gunther was definitely going to win though, but the 2-hour Raw from their perspective was always difficult.
I gotta take the background off real quick. This man right here deserves his flowers. Xavier freaking Woods, man. The storytelling that he is doing right now.
We're gonna get into Xavier real fast. We're gonna get into Xavier because we got some good stuff we're gonna talk about with Xavier and stuff though. But that was like a thing that they always was trying to push though. But the network, the USA network, always wanted that 3rd hour because it brought in a lot of revenue, it brought in ratings and everything. So with WWE changing and WWE at a height that they are right now, they are going back on live events where they're cutting back on live events. They're also cutting back, Raw being, from 3 to 2 hours. So it's just, like less is more. And I think we sometimes forget about that, but I think that's mainly it though for them going back to 2 hours.
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
mean,
I don't know.
it's TV, bro. Like,
What you guys
I
think
think it's
we'll
cool
get
because if you
when it
think of
moves
this
to
way,
Netflix?
with that SmackDown, with the
Well, they're
SmackDown that they did with Rock and when that last second where Cody finally slacked Rock, that made you want to tune in more because, oh yeah, it felt like, oh man, they didn't get enough time for it, whatever. But now you could also do that with Raw. You could try to find some suspenseful effects, be like, God dang it, man, I can't wait to see what's going to happen the next week or something like that. Like we always get these things. It's like, oh, we're getting this title match. No shade against it, but with the AEW standpoint, when you get the match and it's on it's just on a regular show and it's a clean finish and whatever, but there's no what's next part in that match. That's what it hurts the wrestling when it comes to a continuous TV show. But when you could get that time and you could play with it, like Brian, I guarantee you, he loves when it comes to a theatric standpoint, and he could just make you go, man, I can't wait till next Tuesday. Man, I can't wait till next Wednesday. I can't wait till next Thursday.
That
It gives
suspenseful
you
ending
that
is always.
effect to get the next product. Like,
my man Maverick says, what do you guys think? What will happen when they move to Netflix? Well, we already, discussed most of that. I was hearing that they may add, commercials to it and everything.
Yeah, they're gonna have ads and shit in it.
Yeah, they got ads coming in. They
this
did
is
it
gonna
for
be
a comedy show they just did recently that was live.
I believe what WWE is doing right now, what they did with the Cody Rhodes and Roman Reigns movie vignette. I call it a movie scene, and then the other movie scene like with Triple H and Cody Rhodes at Bad Blood. I think we're going to see more of them on Netflix. That's what I believe right there.
And you also got to pay attention to the era of streaming services that we're in also, because if you notice, I was actually just kind of cursing shit out a little bit a minute ago when I was watching my show. I was getting caught up on a couple shows I like. And remember, when streaming services first came out, series were coming out on these streaming services and stuff like that, you was getting the full fucking season. 12 episodes, 20 episodes, whatever, 5 episodes, whatever. That was the season. You watch everyone binge watching was at an all-time high. Now, what is it resorting back to? 1 episode a week, 1 episode every 2 weeks. You feel me? I hate it. I ain't gonna fucking lie. But if you notice, like they're raising prices, this shit is resorting back to regular TV, bro. I got a big feeling that
Netflix was supposed to be commercial free. That was the reason why you got it. It's gonna be you could watch it commercial free, all this stuff. Now it's
streaming services. I think all streaming services, unless you're paying for like the exclusive package or some shit, everything is gonna be just regular TV at this point, bro. Hulu, Amazon Prime, all of that shit. All commercials.
I bought YouTube TV when it was $45, and I used to tell people like, bro, you can get YouTube TV $45. It's got DVR, all this. Not even a year later, that thing goes up to $85. I'm like,
it's just like $120 now. Yes, for all the channels.
Yeah, well, I seen a commercial.
3 channels. I'm not paying all that.
I was watching the game last Thursday, and I seen a commercial about how the NBA is also coming. You got the NFL on Thursday Night Football. That's on Prime. The NBA next year is coming over to Prime. AEW is going over to Max next year.
Max,
so it's so much. Yeah, like streaming, like Brian, like you guys just said, the streaming service is really your new TV now. So
at a network. Who would have ever heard that?
See, yeah, that's crazy. But a lot of things are definitely eliminating the middleman, definitely for cable and stuff. So I think definitely when they get the Netflix, of course, you're gonna get some commercials. You're gonna get probably a TV 14 rating though.
I
don't think they're gonna go too wild.
How much do you think that Netflix subscription is gonna be in a year?
You know what? I use as my fiance, so I don't necessarily know how much it costs.
Well, it's about $20 now. If you want
regular private chat,
regular service, like $20.
And then they add in the NFL games on there too in December, on Netflix too. So.
I did hear about that. Yeah. So they are adding the NFL games on there.
They're going Netflix and all that shit. Their service is going to reach cable prices. There's no doubt about it.
I think the problem that hurt Netflix for the longest time, like you just said, Brian, is they would put the whole season, the whole series of that season, and like you watched it. Obviously, I'm a big Cobra Kai fan, so I would watch that whole binge watch. Yeah.
And now their last season they put out, they
when that
broke it up.
season first comes
Now you gotta
out,
wait fucking 5 times
exactly,
for it
which
to
is
come out all the
smart
way.
because now Netflix is going to have a continuation to continue to watch. Because I only had like 3 shows that I'd watch on Netflix, you know, The Ranch and all this. So when those series were gone, I was done watching it. So I had no interest in watching Netflix for the longest time. So it's like, go ahead.
No, what?
No, but it's like, you know, when you have all those series at one, I felt like Netflix got hurt in the same process at the same time. Is because after you watched it, and especially if they look at a TV analyzer, how many times someone is on Netflix that week, it kind of deteriorates because after they watch that whole series of that season, what's the point of watching it again? Like, you know,
man, Netflix is shit. If y'all ain't watching Netflix, I don't know what the fuck y'all doing. I
will say Netflix is definitely cooking now.
I got
for some
Netflix.
Reason they've got some shows.
I got Netflix on right now, and Hill is on right now. Hills is on right now.
Hills, I want to get into that
too. The reason why Netflix changed that is because you know, if you drop a whole season, they got 10 episodes. Man, it's John good. It's trending for about a week, and then after that, it's over with.
Exactly.
Nobody thinking about it.
You don't even hear about it.
Yeah, that's why they were starting to release like maybe 3 episodes. Then you gotta wait to the next week for the next 3, then the next week for the rest 4.
That's why I encourage people to watch Cobra Kai
like
because they gave you a cliffhanger after season finale. You would think you already knew what was going to happen, but then they just does something else that makes you go, oh, now you got to wait till this next season. It's like, gosh, dang it, bro! Like I thought I had this figured out.
Yeah, but that's why, like, you know, I mean, literally, we're just like dissecting the fucking, you know, the art of storytelling. Like, you know, that's what it is, man. You're supposed to, you know, grab the attention. That's what most shit does. That ending of Saw when that motherfucker got up off the floor. If you never saw that shit before, let me tell you something. That's just what people is you looking for that dramatic climaxing moment and shit. And wrestling is doing a really good job right now, not just with that, but I'm telling you right now. After Bad Blood, you know, the jumping topic right here, you know, Bad Blood was a pay-per-view that was brought back from 1997, you know, in the 90s and shit. The very first one, the first Hell in a Cell match, they brought back the original Cage. Storytelling that fucking DX is doing with WWE right now is phenomenal. It's fucking phenomenal. There's no... I said it on the fucking TikTok.
These are all the things that Vince disagreed to do back then.
Bro, there's no greater storyline than the fucking bloodline story. Listen, even with fucking Cobra Kai and shit, maybe. I love Cobra Kai. There's no greater fucking storyline. A 5-year fucking story, bro. And I'm still... At the end of Bad Blood, I'm like, oh, shit.
There we go.
This shit is phenomenal. And that's not the only story. There's a couple of ones I'm getting fucking tired of with Damien and them. And fuck the Judgment Day shit. They need something new.
It sucks. They had
the Wyatt Six. Where these motherfuckers at? Them niggas fell off.
Were they on right?
Whatever. It was something that popped up on Monday Night Raw and said, "I think we're coming for you." It was a backstage vignette with Killer Cross, with Karrion Kross, and the Miz. So I feel like they're gonna come after the Miz or something like that, though. But since you guys mentioned Bad Blood was like definitely dope, man.
Really
the match of the night for me was definitely CM Punk and Drew McIntyre.
That shit was phenomenal,
I felt like should have been the main
event,
man.
More. They didn't have to go
better that it
after
was
the
first.
cage. They didn't have to.
They didn't have to go after the cage.
No.
The one thing I loved about it and the way that they told this story was the way to end a feud was to be inside something that both of them will not be the same.
Cage match.
And they told that story perfect. That is what a Hell in a Cell match is for. That is what a steel cage match is for. It should be at that point. It's like, you know what? This rivalry is too big and it cannot be stopped. You have to put these two locked into something that they just got to beat the living daylights out of each other. The way that they told this story, and especially how CM Punk came out of this, Andrew, like no one got hurt in this match. Well,
no, definitely not.
In a mental storytelling aspect, both of them got beat the shit out of each other. But it was beautiful, simple storytelling. Now, I felt bad for Drew when he got hit with that toolbox. That looked rough.
Busted his ass all the way over. That shit was crazy.
Man, I was rooting for Drew McIntyre all the way though, but you
Yeah.
know, CM Punk won. He got it though. I thought like the whole matchup was definitely storytelling, like
Did they
Warren
do
just
1-1 or was it CM Punk
Uh,
was
yeah,
1-2
Drew,
out of
It was
Drew,
1-1.
Drew won it.
Okay,
Yeah,
it
Drew
was
won
1-1.
it.
Okay.
Drew won it.
He
At
won with Seth
SummerSlam,
was the ref. I
and
remember that one.
CM Punk won at Bash of Berlin. But I
That's
felt
right.
like that was just an in between match because nobody showed us repent. It was just like touch all four corners though. So you know, Drew McIntyre, I mean CM Punk definitely walked out of bad blood. I thought the matchup was totally for blood. It was beautiful.
It was phenomenal.
I love how Drew was like,
That was a
"Fuck,
great
get out
show
the
opener.
referee." The referee was like, "I gotta wipe your face." I was like, "Oh fuck that!" You start hearing the fans boo because like you're in the Hell in a Cell. This rivalry has been going on for like what January, December, or such though, and you telling me like
Wow.
It's been
you're
a
gonna
year.
definitely see blood, man. So yeah, the beads and everything, how they the ranch, all that, man. So I thought it was definitely phenomenal how they told that story right there.
Yeah.
One
At
thing I
Bad
did
Blood
like
though.
that the match wasn't the one thing I loved about the card itself. They didn't need so many matches on the card. Like it was perfect timing. I
See
thought for every match.
that's Triple H thing over the last year or so. You know, all matches besides
But it's
WrestleMania
given time now. You're
it's
getting
5
matches
matches.
that get great time limit,
Yeah,
and
5
you're
match
getting to a
cards.
tested standpoint. I love it.
Yeah. Yeah, it's really good. I mean,
I hate cards that
mean,
have way too many long matches, bro, because the way that people's perspective when they
AEW.
come into wrestling, it gets
Yeah.
too much.
but also
People
the
start working it.
storytelling dynamic that's building with these matches. It gives time for shit to dwell. It gives time for shit to build something different. The switch off, you know, Bad Blood was phenomenal. The Hell in a Cell match was phenomenal. You know, the only cannon fodder that I would say is fucking you know, I'm tired of watching Rhea Ripley and Liv Morgan fight. I don't give a fuck about it anymore. I really don't. It's making me not
Did
care
you
about the
think it
Judgment
helped
Day all
it
the
with
way.
Raquel getting involved?
Nope. Fuck that shit, bro. I ain't gonna lie. I think Raquel helps Liv.
I thought the story was nice though because
I thought the story was good, but
the
with
interview
Raquel
before
in
that,
it, it's
the
just like
interview,
Shawn Michaels and Diesel now. And
That's
it's like,
that's why I said it helps Liv. It wouldn't be bad, but that would build Raquel too, though.
so what's
She
it gonna
needs
do
it.
for Dom?
you
That's my
know,
biggest thing with that.
this is what I was thinking though because the interview they showed before Bad Blood where Liv Morgan was talking about how you know Rhea Ripley and how they were tag team partners and she turned her back on her and of course Liv Morgan found Raquel Rodriguez.
And Raquel
They
was the
became
last tag partner.
Yeah, they
it's
were the
not
last
saying
tag
so.
team partner. They were tag team champions like a couple of times or whatever like that. But this is what I think it's going to happen though. It's going to fool a lot of people though. I feel like Raquel Rodriguez is going to do the same thing that Liv Morgan did to Rhea Ripley by taking Dominic Mysterio. Now that's what I think because Dominic Mysterio is a hot commodity right now in WWE. Like he comes out, he gets heat like a motherfucker right now. So I mean, just attaching him to someone like look what Rhea Ripley went to the top.
In that cage was hilarious.
Yeah,
Dom is gold, bro. Dom can stay in the same fucking storyline the whole way. He won't be affected at all. It wouldn't matter. He can do whatever he
wants. Like Enzo Amore, but can perform in the ring, if that makes sense. He could tell you a story. He can get you invested into it. He can make you get a reaction out of it. And more importantly, he has a growth when it comes to this. It's not a part as like, oh, this is the highest he's going to get. Dom, 2 years ago, everybody goes, bro, he needs to go back to NXT. He's not ready. We're talking about Dom still to this day, 2 years later. Like after he switched and turned into the Judgment Day and all that, like in my opinion, the one thing that made Judgment Day so beneficial was Dom.
And like, Rhea.
Dom and Rhea.
Yep.
Yeah.
But he didn't know anything really about Damian Priest. And I hate to say it, but Damian Priest got built him though when he got that title, when he got that cash in and stuff like that.
Even a little bit before that, it did. Judgment Day did just what they were supposed to do, bro. When they left Edge, the only person that didn't benefit was fucking Finn Balor. Let's be honest. It even benefited JD McDonough. I mean, because you wouldn't know nothing about him until he joined that fucking group. JD McDonough can branch off and still go into singles, and he wouldn't be a big name by far, but he'd be a bigger name than if he didn't have that situation. He got a big ass head. But you could see JD McDonough joining up in the tag team and running the tag team division for a while. It'd be fine. But Finn Balor's the only motherfucker who's not benefiting, in my opinion. I don't know what they're doing with Finn, bro, but they need to either at this point give Finn a dominant fucking championship run to where he's a legitimate threat, or just leave him alone, bro. I don't really know what they can do with him after this shit. Like, he's got to make a difference. Damian beat him damn near clean at Bad Blood. What is he gonna do? Come back as a demon? Nobody cares about that shit no more. Like, Finn has got to be like a serious threat, and that's what I was saying when they were leading. Remember how hot it was when we were over here talking about when fucking Damian still had the money in the bank. We were like, "Yo, Finn took the contract," and just imagine if they would have did that and created like a huge thing for Finn Balor. But instead, they went the other route and they made him scared and running from and having it. Nah, they should have made Finn going right at him. Yeah, I took your fucking. You've been fucking me around this whole time. I did that to you. But nah, they made him the scaredy cat heel. That was the wrong move, bro. They should have had fucking Finn and Damian going right at each other.
My opinion, I think Finn should have won that match.
Man.
He should have won the match at Bad Blood.
He should have. I feel so too.
For them to continue or do anything with it, Finn had to win.
I'm telling you, I feel the same way. It was lost, bro. Even watching the match was like, oh yeah, they're fighting. It wasn't like this shit's been building for like a year. And then
that should have been a Shawn Michaels versus Triple H type Bad Blood match, and it didn't deliver like that.
That matchup right there was just a little off to me, though. Like you guys said, I
it wasn't even as off as much as Nia and Bayley's.
No. I can't let you.
Bayley was pretty good.
That's what I'm saying. Like, you got more invested to watch that match than you cared about a friend enemy type match.
That was matchup was when Nia Jax ass fluffed down on the referee, and I was just cracking up laughing, man.
Good.
And then Tiffany Stratton also keeps coming down.
She's killing it. She's killing it right now.
Nia set up like Taker.
Yes, he set up like the Undertaker. I was going crazy. I was like, "Oh my god, he's been set up like the
Undertaker." That's Samoan stood up right there. I was like, "No!" The hair popped up and everything. I was like, "Yeah."
My favorite part of that match was when Nia jumped out there, or Bayley jumped out that ring, and that little shirt came up. I was like, "Oh shit!" I was like, "What, Bayley? What you got in there?" I was looking. I ain't lying.
That chant, "Hey, we want some Bailey's," gonna be back rolling around here.
Yeah, Bailey's gonna be another one. They got to figure out what they're gonna do with her, bro. I mean, I see. Tell me if y'all agree. I definitely see if this would be the greatest shit in the world because it would build two people at the same time. Naomi going heel turn. They definitely building that up, and it's gonna be Naomi and Bayley, which is smart. Smartest thing to do.
Naomi looked at Bianca when
Naomi's gonna be like,
she was like, she was choosing. I think she was choosing Bayley to win, and Bianca looked at her and was like, "Oh, okay." So yeah, I can see that definitely coming though down the line though. Yo, we finally got Jimmy Uso back, man. Jimmy Uso is back.
That's my boy, bro.
Man,
I fuck with Jimmy and Jay, man.
He slipped in the ring, even though he slipped when he first caught in. I was like,
"It's all right." He did his thing though.
It worked.
Yeah, it definitely worked, man. I think we were waiting for Jimmy Uso to come back for a minute though, and the fact that he came back now for a minute, I didn't think they were gonna hug it out. I thought maybe something else was going to happen though, but yay, man, Jimmy back. He hugged it out with Roman Reigns. I just want to know what Jey Uso feel about this, man. I know he on Monday Night Raw doing his thing with the Intercontinental Championship and yeeting over there though, but
Jimmy gonna be the glue that bring everybody back together, bro. I'm telling you right now. I feel like he's the levity. Yeah. He's the levity of the group. He's the one
that for War Games though. I don't feel like
saw Roman
for War Games.
You saw when Roman was like, he was like, "You called the play," and when he was in the ring, he said, "Well, boy, is that you or whatever?" And he said, "Yeah, Oos, I'm with you." And he said, "You called the play," and he said, "I called the." I think Jimmy gonna be the one that brings everybody back, and just kind of really. I'm sorry, whether he fights his brother again, whatever the case may be. I don't know if it's going to be for War Games, but it would make the most sense for War Games. I still think Solo going to find a way back to the OG bloodline too, and Hikuleo going to join the fucking bloodline that The Rock is about to set the fuck up.
The Rock.
It's about to be a big story, bro.
Yeah, Jimmy Uso.
I swear, I thought you were at that event because everybody kept tagging you, and I'm like, did Brian coach?
Yeah, my brother was there. My brother went.
I'm like, of course. I had so many of my guys, some of my friends that wrestle and stuff, and they were at this show in Atlanta, and they were like, "Warren, you missed it again." I was like, "God, no." I'm in Orlando, bro, and I'm just sitting there mad looking at my phone. I was
supposed to go, man. Yeah.
I was so mad because I was literally gonna go, and then my wife and them were like, "Hey, we're gonna go to the thing in Disney World." And I'm like, "Okay, so when we leaving?" Saturday.
Mm.
I was
Oh,
like, I
yeah.
literally was about to buy that ticket, and I was like, oh,
It was rumors going out, like he was in Georgia or whatever like that. But I was just like, you know
he was
what?
there for the
I,
high
I
school.
I'll take it at face value when I see it though, what's going to happen though. But of
He
course,
lives
Rocky
in
came out
Georgia
there.
too. That's the thing nobody knows. Rock lives in Georgia. He lives
Yeah,
in
Powder
a
Springs.
little bit closer to Atlanta.
Rock lives fucking. I think it's like maybe 15 minutes from me on Powder Springs Road. I live right down the street from the
Oh,
Rock.
you live
I would
like
never
near
go to his
half of
house
the
and shit, but
celebrity areas. Then.
he lives.
yeah,
No, it's the area where he lives is not like fucking Bankhead or I'm not Bankhead, Buckhead, in Atlanta. He lives in like it's a
He's
big
got his
ass ranch.
own
He owns like
spot.
it's the
yeah,
whole area where he lives. It's like a kind of like a farmland area, but everything else is just regular.
So
Powder Springs
weird.
ain't big.
Isn't that funny? Like when you look at a character standpoint, like when we looked at The Rock, like when as a kid, when I first knew The Rock, and then when I saw this book said Dwayne Johnson, aka The Rock, I'm just like, Dwayne Johnson? Like
That's his
that
name.
name
Yep.
don't fit him. Like I thought, it'd be a way cooler name, but Dwayne,
yeah,
and then it was just like, yeah, man, he's like this country boy, listen to country more than rap type guy. I'm like,
Mm-hmm.
that is not The Rock. Like it's so crazy when you look at those two type of comparisons. Like when you look at your idols, because I'm not the biggest country fan, but my diehard fandom right now is for a guy that idolizes country music and all that stuff. So it's like it's just really cool when you look at an aspect of the character and the actual person. So
yeah.
like you said, he lives on like a farm. Who would ever thought
Mm-hmm.
the
Big
biggest
ass house.
Hollywood
Yeah, he
actor
got a
guy
giant fucking house.
loves a farm life more than a big lavish Hollywood lifestyle? Like it's
Yeah.
unreal.
That's
Hey,
just
you
one of his
guys.
houses, I'm pretty sure.
Oh yeah, that's one of them. I know he has
Yeah.
one in LA. He did have one in Miami. I'm not sure if he still has that one.
Well, you
He
said
probably got
3, 2, 1. What do you guys mean about that? Look, I don't know nothing about Rocky houses though, so you
I
guys
can't
got
tell
that one.
what
I
he's
had a
mean.
picture of
Talking about
Rock's house in
honestly.
Miami because my uncle, he actually lived like 2 houses down from him. This is when he was married with Danny. And he and Rock would go to my uncle's gym over in Gold's Gym in Miami. So I've actually I was trying so hard to meet this guy for the longest time. And of course, they had their divorce and stuff like that when I got down there. But I actually have a picture of his old house. And like shout out to my uncle, he got that picture and stuff like that. And they were like, that was the coolest thing to me. So that's how I know he had a house in Miami. Because
Yeah,
I
that's
actually have a whole picture of it. And it's like 6 different pictures, and it's just half of the house.
Mhm. I can
yeah.
imagine.
And I was hearing maybe Solo Sokoa. It was like I don't know. I saw a video. He was like, yeah, he's part of the plan. When The Rock came out though, he did a 3, 2, 1. I thought someone was coming out when he did that or something. Something was about to happen.
Bro, there was
But
nobody else coming. You got The Rock. That was enough. The
no, I'm just
energy
saying
in
though.
that
But I'm
crowd
saying,
standpoint,
yeah, I
they
know.
didn't
But
have
then
enough energy to even say anything else or react to anything after you
yeah.
get The Rock coming out the way that
Now
they did it. It was
I get
perfect.
that. I get that. But he did the whole
And we
3,
saw
2,
your
1.
reaction too,
What's
buddy.
the whole, the countdown to that? Somebody about to come out, something's about to happen. I don't know.
3
Like, and
strikes.
then he just walked off, and then had a whole backstage promo that he was, pulled. And was he here that was he upset that Cody Rhodes is champion, or is he upset that the
That
Roman
Roman's
Reigns
teaming with
is,
Cody. That's probably what
that's
it's
what
going to lead
yeah,
to.
that's what I think it's going to lead to of how this all
It'll
going
be
to definitely
interesting.
play out though. Yeah, definitely gonna be interesting though. All right, Bad Blood was definitely dope. Before we move on to Bad Blood, and I know Warren mentioned Xavier Woods, and I know we were talking about how Triple H is just booking, the 5 matches on pay-per-views, the biggest stories that's on Raw and SmackDown, make it to the shows. And you got matches like Carmelo Hayes and Andrade, who's been killing on SmackDown, having the best of 7, and all these amazing stories. Bronson Reed, Braun Strowman, Lance Monster Stand. You got all these rivalries playing out on national television and everything like that, which I think is really dope, especially like the whole New Day stuff, and obviously Braun Breaker. Braun Breaker as well, and Bronson Reed. So I think that is wonderful though. All right, we're gonna move on to a cool topic though. That has been a trending topic in wrestling though. A lot of fans has been in an uproar about not having black talent on WWE's premium live events though. And I made a comment on an episode last Friday talking about the reason or some reasons maybe why WWE haven't featured some black superstars on premium live events. Of course, you see them on Raw and SmackDown, et cetera, though. But I feel as though and of course, Triple H made a comment also that he don't see color. I think that is real funny, that he,
Stupid as fucking thing to say.
yeah.
I wish these guys would stop living with PR phrases. Stop saying dumb shit. Saying I don't see color it makes no sense. Of course you see color. You're a fucking executive. You have to see color. You got to see all of that shit. It's a difference.
Yeah, it is.
So dumb to say that.
Okay, so Brian,
Smash.
Big Smash. I'm gonna ask you, Brian. Like, what can you name 5 black superstars right now that are really besides maybe? Well, can you name 5 black superstars? That's right now that's really doing something that you will put on the premium live event because it's only 5 matches, right?
Get ready. Ready? Everybody ready? Let's go down the list. Let's go down the list. All right, Jacob Fatu. There we go. Black superstar. I don't give a fuck on anybody. Go ahead. Go argue with me. Tell me he's not. Go ahead. Roman Reigns. Go argue with me. Tell me he's not. Motherfucking Samoans. Jimmy and Jay Uso. Be real. The whole fucking bloodline. Them's us, bro.
Yeah, the bloodline is
color, brown
The Rock.
Yeah, but the bloodline is
The Rock half fucking black.
Yeah.
You want to go further? Let's go further. You got Bianca and Jade. They getting pushed to shit.
Yeah,
You got fucking Naomi. She on screen every fucking week.
She is.
You about to get the New Day put on premium live when they do their
every fucking week. I mean, y'all. I hear what y'all saying. There's nobody to push. Now, here's the real question, Dre. Give me one fucking black superstar right now who you can see in the main event picture.
None.
Okay, so why does everybody bitching? Like,
hold on. Say that again. Say that again.
Give me one superstar. Here, let me ask it again. So, Warren here. Give me one an African American superstar in WWE right now, not NXT, and not anybody that you're like, oh, because I've said it a million times. There's plenty of people you can make, but you still got to build them. You can't just throw them in there.
Standpoint, who is literally delivering to be on a main event card
right now, like us, full African American, like. Right now, you can put into the thing. Not that's going to be made right now. There ain't nobody, bro, unfortunately.
No. Unfortunately. And I said this, and I want to make this comment. I want to make this comment real fast. I want to hear what you guys think on this, though. And I could be wrong or whatever. And I know a guy, he was kind of like getting on me in the comments that I made this. But I feel as though, and I think I said this though before, though, the reason that a lot of black superstars, in my opinion, the reason that a lot of black superstars were pushed was because, and it really started in 2020. It really started in 2020 when the world was in shambles. You really didn't see a whole lot of black superstars. Up until then, The Rock was the only black, Kofi Kingston maybe. He was the only, black WWE champion though. But when 2020 hit, and if you guys have seen that documentary that Vince McMahon put out, and he's talking about a lot of the stories that he put together, WrestleMania 1, WrestleMania 7 with Sergeant Slaughter, a lot of those stories were based on what was going on in reality. Hulk Hogan, he's the American hero, and Sergeant Slaughter, he's portraying Iran, and because
of Iraq and all that,
all that other stuff like that. And what I took out of it too is that Vince McMahon in 2020, when everybody was screaming Black Lives Matter and everybody was screaming, man, give black people a chance, Vince McMahon said, you know what? We need some more black people up here. And that's when we seen the explosion of, we got Bobby Lashley, he was getting pushed. You got Apollo Crews, he was getting pushed. You had so many different black people probably besides Bianca Belair that was getting pushed at the time, though. A lot of people that was in that mode, and I feel like it was because of what was going on. Vince McMahon kind of pushed the narrative with his superstars. It was like, well, you know what? Hey, everybody, wanted, black superstars, and everybody want this and that, and that's sort of what happened, though. And
And Drake,
Bobby,
you're absolutely right. You're
But
right.
you're
Not to
also
cut you
forgetting
off, bro.
Sasha Banks. You're
Mhm.
forgetting, like, and this is the thing that I gotta say on this take is you labeled Apollo Crews and stuff like that because he was doing something that made you want to continue to watch him onto the TV screen, because Apollo was actually being a character. He was being spontaneously like, wow, man, I could actually buy a t-shirt of this guy, maybe possibly.
but beforehand, Apollo
When he did
Crews,
that Nigerian gimmick, it kind of
Yeah.
related to something because Aquaman
Yeah.
was coming out. So it
Yeah,
came out
but-
to a relatability to make
Fucking
fans
dumb.
like, oh,
Don't
yeah,
let Warren trick y'all.
Yeah, because
Us
I
black
don't know
people ain't like that
I
bullshit
don't know-
either.
I don't know nothing, but
Ain't
I'm
like
just
that
saying, though,
bullshit.
Apollo wasn't doing nothing until then.
He
Bobby
wasn't.
Lashley-
No, that's
I really
true.
thought
Bobby-
when Apollo was in NXT, bro, I literally looked at this guy like, I've
See,
never seen a
NXT
talent like that,
and
look like
NXT was
that,
a different
and showcase like that for a long
NXT
time.
was a different vibe, man. Everybody was blowing up in NXT, man. The fans down there, especially how NXT
I
was
really
just
thought he was going to be a heavyweight champion for a long time. I
He
really
could've.
thought that when he was in
He could have.
NXT.
And I want to say, besides the women was already in a women's evolution already. So Bianca, Sasha, I feel like really doesn't. I don't want to say they don't count, but I mean, like the women's evolution was already going, in that stage, and they were blowing up. But as far as the men, though, it wasn't until MVP joined Bobby Lashley, and people gave a fuck about Bobby Lashley for real, and so many other talents, and I think that's where the world moved on, and WWE did at the same time. And of course, we don't have Vince McMahon no more. But I think it's a shitty thing for Triple H to say I don't see color, when the fact that hey, come on, unless he colorblind or something.
I think
But
I think the one thing is on that scenario is there's not
Close
much
the
you
door.
can say onto that because of how this generation takes it. If you
Nah.
say one type of comment on some things like that, you look at it, oh, you're racist. Oh, you this. Oh, you this. Like it's hard to react to something like that based off of something say like on my color when it comes to something in perspective of this, because you could only have two different lines to say. You could either say I agree with you, or of course the most typical PR thing that everyone's going to say is I don't see color, because then it's like, oh, because I'm trying to opinionate to all type of aspects to it, the Asians, Europeans, all that type of shit.
That's
like,
you know what that is, Warren. Let me tell you,
because I'm comfortability, and I know it sucks, but it's like, what else can you?
Nah, bro. Because I feel like you as a person, even if I mean, I don't know how you'd react. Maybe you would just listen to your fucking PR team or whatever. I feel like you as a person, if somebody asks you that shit, hey Warren, why you don't got a lot of black people over your house? Are you going to tell me? Are you going to sit back and say to me, I don't see color, or whatever the fuck that means, or are you going to give me a real answer? Oh, either going to say I do have black people. What the fuck you talking about? Or you're going to say, hey man, people just don't come to my fucking house. I don't know. You know what I'm saying? That's a real answer. That's a real answer. Some bullshit phony answer where you're forcing people to make it up for you because we know it's phony and bullshit is I don't see color. That's a stupid answer. And I understand. I'm not trying to just like be unrelatable or whatever, unrealistic. Yeah, of course. This guy's in the seat. He ain't prepped for this fucking question. Or maybe that's like the best prepping he did for this question. But the problem is you have to know how to talk, man. You have to have the ability to know what's going on in your world. You are a fucking head of a company. You have to be able to be prepared for a question like this. So honestly, he should have just straight up said, "Hey, listen, we got a lot of talented, a lot of talent that we're reaching out to right now. We're building stars of all kinds." If you would have said some shit like that, I'd have been like, "Yeah, he's right. There are a lot of motherfuckers out here doing a lot of. We got Samoan family. I'd have ran it down. We got Samoan family. We got we doing work in Japan. I'd be like, yo, you think we ain't working with color? I'm sorry you don't see it, but just sit back and wait. We got it coming." He had said that shit. I'd have been like, this motherfucker.
I agree with you on that.
What
part,
did he
but
say?
that's kind of like saying like with the Vince McMahon thing, like, oh, the allegations and stuff like that. There's only a certain answer you can ever say on these things because you can't say exactly your personal opinion or whatever thing is.
Why
because
not?
Because the world, bro, like this soft ass world, they
the
sit
world
there
right
and
now.
act like they
He said
can't.
what he said. He said what he said in the world right now. And like we said earlier about the 2 or 3 hour war, everybody's always going to talk shit, but it's always going to be more. It's always going to be more understandable when it's real, not when it's fucking bullshit. It's going to be understandable when it's real. When you just want to say, I don't have much to say on this topic right here, you're a fucking reporter, you're a fucking robot, you're a puppet at that point. Nobody really respects that kind of conversation. But if he came on and was on some real shit, hey, listen, I don't know what you guys are seeing. We got a lot of talent of all varieties, blah, blah, blah. You can't tell me that people are going to be like, oh, he said we got a lot of talent. Motherfuckers is going to be like, all right, that's what he said. I still don't hear no black. They might say that. I don't hear no black people, though, whatever. He kind of still dodged it. They might talk shit, but you have to respect the words that he gave, bro. I think the problem, and yo, this is going with the Diddy shit. This is going with everybody who's getting caught up in the press, fucking presidents, all of this shit. You have to be personable, bro. You have to be. If you want to sit in front of a camera and speak to people, you have to be personable. You want to just have your team write you a fuck. You have to, bro. Because, at the end of the day, at least if people are going to hate you, they're going to hate you for you. They're not going to hate you for some bullshit you putting together because they're going to hate you fucking anyway. At least if you hate me for me, you know what you're getting. You know why you love me. You know why you watch me. You know why you relate to me. But if I'm just a puppet, everybody got fucking shit that's up for debate. That's
hey man,
I would have made a comment. Well, my comment would have been is like, all right, if you're sitting here thinking that, list out like you said, you had Carmelo Hayes, you had all these different guys that are doing great things on Raw and SmackDown. It just when you look at Bad Blood, did it need all these other extra matches? Did it need all these extra things? Like if you're sitting here saying, hey man, we need this representation, we need this. When they get on that screen, bro, take that moment to make people go, bro, I want you on that screen. Great example, Kofi Kingston. Kofi Kingston would have had nothing unless those fans would have done what they did on that social media. If you feel like you need that effect, man, keep that shit rolling, keep that shit rising up to getting that representation, what we need. Like, it's those things that really does drive me nuts with that shit, bro.
I just feel like, like Daniel Bryan, of course, said it, it's a legendary phrase. The fans are fickle, man. And, we complain about, and I was hearing this and I'm like, wait a minute though. I see Bianca, I see Jay Cargill, I see, I see some of these black, whether they women or not. Like, I mean, but we got to be honest about ourselves though. Like, I mean, Carmelo
Hayes, mad about that too. It's like, bro, like you damn if someone does something, damn if they do. Like it's
that's why I'm saying at least be real. They're gonna hate you anyway.
I agree with you.
At least if you real,
I agree with that.
I agree with come out and say
like honestly, in my opinion, I feel like the way Triple H could have went out on that. I didn't get to watch the press conference, but I've seen everything I was saying about it. So it's like, yes, I agree that on certain things, but also you look at it as well as like, bro, what else can I really say on it? Because I'm a voice of a multi-million-dollar company. I'm a voice of something that took a major L because of somebody that owned this thing for over 40-something years that has a bad reckoning name on this. And we're trying to make this a different effect. We're trying to make this erase whatever public eye that everyone's got on this now. Like, I get to that perspective at the same time, but it's like, the way this world is, and like we just said, man, the fickle fan standpoint is, bro, if you don't like it, don't fucking watch it. Like, that's where people are going to get that realization, like, hey, man, we need to change something up. Man, we need to do something on this. That's where we got Jey Uso. That's where we got all these different things. It's because you're getting a rumble effect to get these guys to tune into this product. Like, when we talk about we need black representation, what are they doing with Jey Uso right now? Jey Uso is one of the top things right now in pro wrestling. And I say it, in pro wrestling right now. Yeet is the most trended word, I think, when it comes outside of wrestling at some point.
Hey, is it, man?
Like,
all right, here's a better argument for this. Just set us up just a little bit more. Here's a better argument for this. We've went over like, yo, listen, what the fuck is Triple H gonna say, right? Let's say he said what he said, whatever. But the problem that people are seeming to have is Black African American wrestlers in WWE. We want to see more of them. We want to see more of them getting pushed harder, and that's what we're looking for. We all just agree. We watch this shit religiously. Fucking talk about it for the last 3 years. Listen, who would you push? There's not many. So what do you do in this situation?
Me personally, though, I mean, Carmelo Hayes is definitely one, and I would strip Montez from the Street Profits. Though.
Please
That's
do that
that's
already,
what I
man.
would do. Them are like the top two black people right there that I would like really push. I mean, like
To the moon.
like. And I know you said we're not talking about NXT, but of course, you know, Uba lost the
With
title
Femi.
last night. You know, that's
Mhm.
my guy, Uba. Like I love him, man. But I know
I
he's
love that
definitely
dude.
he definitely like could be a monster of the, you know, it's just so many though. But I just, you know, wrestling fans just want what they want, and when they don't get it, they just upset about it. Look at, you know, I've been watching this
It's just the
religiously,
thing,
you
bro.
know.
It's like you watch the
But
product.
they aren't.
Traders.
But see, Warren, you are right, bro. You're definitely right. But it's just at the same time, bro, we don't want to just focus on that one point. Like, oh, everybody's just gonna bitch. Yeah, that is true. But if there is some, if there still is some truth in what people are speaking, even though they are, you know, complaining or saying something or whatever, they're still addressing something that is real. It's not like they're on there and it's like, oh no, this is bullshit. It's not bullshit. Like
No, it
there
ain't.
really isn't a lot of black representation right now. It's something that you can see. They're bitching about it, but it's not there. So instead of bitching about it, we can be like I'm saying, like what are some options we have? We do only have like Montez to jump in. We do only have like, you know, people are saying Apollo. Come on, bro. How many fucking times you gonna try to Apollo? You try to make this motherfucker an African king, and it still ain't working. The New Day without Big E, she ain't going nowhere. We even had fucking Ron, what's his name? R-Truth. Come in here, win the titles. He fucking came, was joining the Judgment Day. He was on screen there, built his merchandise sales, went up. Come on, bro. They've been killing it, but it's just we don't got nobody right now. So we need some young black stars to bring their ass to the gym and work the fuck out and get in WWE so we can build motherfuckers up, man.
And Big Smash, like he said, they you know, you got the New Day, they doing something with them, but it's just the fact that they're not just on a premium.
They
live
not
event.
huge yet. Yeah, the Samoans is running wrestling right now. Let's be honest. The Samoans is fucking running. There's not a promotion you can see, even with all the motherfuckers in WWE right now. They still got motherfuckers everywhere.
Do you think
in other promotions
is going to be exceptionally huge in the main
Hell
roster
no.
as much as he is in
Fuck
NXT?
no.
What did he say? What was the
No.
question?
Is Trick Williams going to be big on the main roster? I don't even think he's
Now-
big on NXT.
now,
I'll be real.
I'm gonna answer that question, and it's sort of the same of what I said though before. Once these guys leave NXT, and well, now they're on the road now with the CW though.
True
But I mean,
shit,
they
Smash.
build up a lot of moments though. But I feel like with that, you know, being in NXT and being in Florida every single week, you're accustomed to them same fans, them same 300, 200 fans that come every single week though. And then you take yourself out of that, you know, you take yourself out of that picture and throw yourself on the road where you seeing thousands and thousands of new fans each and every week, and some of them may not watch NXT. You know, prime example is Lava Valkyria. When Lava Valkyria comes out, in NXT, the fans have did this woo whatever like that. Now when she comes out on Monday Night Raw or whatever, you barely hear that. So it's that connection. It's that connection that the fans have with the superstars, or the superstars have with the fans that's in Orlando, Florida. Now going up to the main roster, we've seen it religiously. A lot of people come up. Now if you're not pushed through the fucking moon, then yeah, you may not succeed though. Look at Tommaso Ciampa and Johnny Gargano. They was there forever. You know,
bunch of boring motherfuckers. That's what it is. You know, and that's the problem. Man, you also have to have. Yo, they boring, bro. Be serious, yo. Like Dre just hit the nail on the head, bro.
I just think they're just more wrestlers. They're not really characters.
But what is that? But, hey, look at Ricochet on AEW. Everybody thought he was going to be the Oh, that's where he needs. Why? Because he's fucking boring, yo. And I'm not trying to hate on these guys, bro. But I'm just saying, you have to remember, everybody hated on Vince McMahon when he said, "I don't give a fuck about wrestling." He didn't even call it wrestling. This shit is entertainment. You want to be entertained by these people. The only people, like we said, I don't give a fuck what anybody says. Prove me wrong if you want to argue. Montez Ford. I want to spell this motherfucker's name on my forehead so y'all can just see his name. Montez Ford is the number one fucking guy that we need if you want a black representation. I'm talking heel, I'm talking face, I'm talking suited and booted. Hit that microphone, and every time he gets on it, you're going to anticipate his every fucking word. I'm telling you right now. If we don't get that shit, he's the only savior in WWE for black people, right? I don't give a fuck what nobody says.
He's our only hope.
Be real. Dave is doing phenomenal with the storytelling. Let me tell you what's going to happen with that Xavier Woods shit. The fucking swerve is coming for real because it's going to be Kofi that fucking swap. I'm telling you right now. I'm telling you right now.
I might even tear up, bro. Like that team has been there forever. Like when me and Brian first met each other, we always talked about New Day this, New Day that. Like Brian connected with me when he was talking about like, bro, I never thought I could like tag team like I like New Day at that time. Like, you know, they're making you like cereal and do all these things. Like they were bringing positive role models. So when you see this thing, and I think the greatest thing that they're doing with Xavier Woods right now, where he's wearing all black, like he's told you, like they even made a story where Kofi looked at him and was like, hey man, what's up with the gear? I thought we had gear that we were going to wear. I like this look better. I like this look better. Like they're giving those little bits, like they're steering away from it. That's how it like makes that suspenseful, bro. Like it's crazy because that for the longest time I thought, I even said this when I first saw the New Day. I said the only two that are going to benefit off the New Day is Kofi because of Kofi had something in the past, and Big E because Big E's the strong man guy. Like he was going to be the guy that was going to excel from the New Day thing. So when you're seeing what you're seeing with Xavier now, it's like, oh man, I can't wait till this happens. But it's also at the same time, it's like, am I really ready for that to happen? Like
I think Zave's still going to fuck shit up. I think that the New Day split is inevitable at this point, unless they bring back Big E. I'm just saying we could all be getting swerved. Unless they
get the stem cell surgery, and I mean,
I think this story right there that you're telling with Xavier Woods trying to sort of be his own, but Kofi Kingston, you know, is right by his side, and you know the whole conflict, you know, and you know the whole back and forth thing, and Xavier like, man, I want to do when he got beat by Jey Uso. And after the matchup, Braun Breaker comes in and spear Jey Uso, and the Kofi Kingston like, yo, man, we gotta go help him. Xavier was like, yo, that ain't got nothing to do with us. Nothing to do with us. So he goes in and help Xavier like, shit. Now he gets speared because Kofi Kingston wanted to help out. Now they backstage arguing and all that bullshit. So I see it. I love the story, but to add Big E back in it, yeah, that'd be great. Boy, even to bring him back.
I say do it on a pre-show. And make it where they do like a TV special where they do the little talk show.
I mean, you can have Big E come back and try to be the peacekeeper in it though.
That's what I'm saying. Make it like an interview because
if Big E comes back and if Big E jump back in, I'm super down. Don't break the New Day up ever in life. Let them motherfuckers be a team for life.
Nah,
come on, you see Dave and Big E come on, stay there forever.
That I mean, okay, yeah, that's their name, but I mean, what are they gonna do? I mean, like, what are they gonna create a trios?
Revamp the tag team? Yo, you don't think the New Day could revamp the tag team? Yo, they would. Come on, you know that, Dre. You would have to see it. Hearing Big E, Cleveland, bro, come on.
That is cool though, but I'm more excited to see something new with the New Day. You know, like.
But the question is, do you really think that Xavier can excel from a singles run as much as he benefited off of the tag team?
He could be a U.S. champion.
I mean,
he's got enough of a name. I think so for sure.
I don't know. I mean, it depends. You know, I mean, he could, go out and do something on his own. But at the same
outside of wrestling, he can do so many things, like the Twitch thing. Yeah, video game.
He's already an ambassador, bro. He's set for life, man.
But what I'm saying is, as a wrestler, as a performer, can you see him?
Yeah, he's got personality. He's got character. Yeah, Now, if you ever saw fucking Jey Uso, you would have said Jimmy Uso immediately, but Jey Uso, they ran with it. People loved that motherfucker. He had hype. He had a lot of story too. There was a lot of backing, a lot of story that started when we were talking about it all the way back to when he was fighting Roman Reigns. and you saw his personality shine. You know, Zave has personality. He's gonna make a story interesting. And
Yeah,
like Dre said, if it was something different, I definitely think Zave can fly.
and then Kofi Kingston. Ever since Kofi Kingston came to WWE, he's been the baby face all the way through. So to see Kofi Kingston to turn
when
as
New
a
Day
heel,
turned heel, it was something new.
Yeah, New Day's heels. New Day were great heels.
Yeah, New Day was a great heel altogether, though. Yeah, we'll be talking about individually. Like Big E, he's 1 foot in, maybe 1 foot out, or like 9 foot out, both feet out, and maybe a foot in or something like that. So we don't know what Big E. He's probably done or whatever though. But I think let's just focus on Kofi and Xavier. Xavier, the most he had was the king of the ring, and that wasn't even taken serious at that time. So, I think they can do it though. Yeah, I know Xavier Woods.
Look how much we're talking about them right now because of the story dynamic that they have, which is interesting. But once again, 3-hour Raw. It was a lot more room to tell that fucking story. The Bronson Reed is a lot of room to tell a story with Bronson. Karrion Kross, another person that I feel should be in the fucking championship picture because
Gunther he's doing
in the championship
good stuff.
This is the problem with Gunther in the championship picture is he's a dominant heel, but he's also like a dominant figure. He's not just a dominant heel. He's a big name in WWE at this point. So it's like anything that's involving Gunther, you have to have another big name to compromise, like to back it. Sami Zayn, that match was saying, fuck that bullshit, bro.
Did anybody think they was gonna do Goldberg versus Gunther?
Please no.
Oh, because I was like, oh my gosh.
Please don't even entertain that bullshit at all.
I was just
for the Cody and Gunther match. I'm for it.
Okay, no, I'll put you on that right there. I'm all for the Cody. I'm all for the Cody and Gunther match. I'm all for the Liv Morgan and Nia Jax. But this is like basically either
with Raquel. I would be okay with the Liv and Nia. There's no storytelling when you have Nia and Liv.
The Crown Jewel Championship is like the Speed Championship. Also, like if you guys remember when they had that Crown Jewel, it was a 40-man Royal Rumble.
I remember.
Braun Strowman won, and he won that title. Or if you want to go to AEW, where they do the Owen Hart tournaments, like the tournament is great, but at the end they give him a belt and they give him a trophy. That's just like this. So it's just
Maddie, what up, bro?
Say hey. Hi.
Yo. Yeah, but the matchup is gonna be dope. Cody versus.
If you guys want to see my opinions on that Crown Jewel, which you will want to see, trust me, you'll want to see it. Stay tuned tonight for STR Straight Through the Ropes, 9:00 p.m. baby. I'm gonna be talking about that shit. Listen, bro. When I saw that fucking belt, and I'm looking at him tell his story, talking about I never like, except for the Survivor Series, at least it made sense. I never like when they do champion versus champion. What's the fucking point of having two champions? The two champions, both champions are supposed to be strong, bro. They're not supposed to. If you beat a champion, in my opinion, they're not a fucking champion anymore. I don't care if a champion beat it. He's not a champion anymore. So now you're going to take a champion, put it in a match, and then give the champion another championship? Get the fuck out of here.
I agree with what you're saying on that, but also at the same time, they're kind of making it sound like it's hard to predict who's going to win because it's not for their titles. It's for the Crown Jewel title, which I knew for a fact when Saudi Arabia got the WWE venues. I knew, and I even told Blackheart before, I don't know if I said this on commission, I was like, they're going to have their own championship belts pretty soon. They're going to have their own titles and stuff like that.
Warren, if Gunther and Cody go in a match and Gunther pins Cody, doesn't that make Cody look weak as a champion?
That's why I think this match is going to end up. That's why I think this match is going to have so many shenanigans play into this match.
It should, bro, because it wouldn't make sense if it was easy. If somebody just goes over clean, whether it be Liv and Nia, it makes Liv is a heel and she's a sneaky heel, so it's a little easier.
Liv don't have to always win to be
the Liv and Nia one, I can see that making a little bit more sense. I mean, Liv
a little more sense.
Yeah, Liv Morgan
The only
wins.
way Liv
And
is going
she
to win is
wins.
Raquel helps or
She
Dom helps. That's the only story.
Yeah, that too. Or Liv
Tiffany.
wins because of Tiffany Stratton. She tried to cash in
There you
again.
go.
That's definitely set right there.
That'd be great
But
for
with
that.
But with the Cody and Gunther one, it's like Gunther is obviously built up as strong. Cody is the same way. I see that match ending in a fucking DQ or a bunch of interference. So
That's so fucking corny.
Yeah, corny.
You know, we didn't talk about like, you know, the other thing that happened at Bad Blood that is interesting for Cody. Interesting for Cody Rhodes. And I think that this is going to take a really good direction into long-term storytelling, as well as, you know, really long-term storytelling or whatever, but as well as getting ready for that, you know, inevitable Cody Rhodes versus Randy Orton. And that's the whole Kevin Owens shit that they did after Bad Blood. Now, the beginning of this is phenomenal because, in my opinion, to do it the way they did it and not do it on the TV show, do it like in a back scene, scenes kind of deal. It builds up anticipation because we are going to be watching something different. Finally, we're not going to be looking for the bloodline that involves Cody because you're looking for the bloodline when it involves Cody, but we're going to be looking for we're going to be looking for KO. Like, KO, all right, tell us why you fuck Cody up. And then Cody's going to come and get involved and say, yeah, why you do this to me? Blah, blah, blah. Now they got a story. And then, you know, Randy's going to get involved. What the fuck are you guys doing? And then, bam, you got a lot of. So I think this is going to be perfect for KO. This is going to be perfect for Cody. Randy's going to kind of just fall in. And then I think that's where they're going to really build him because this is going to have to pass. And then Randy's fucking heel turn from this is going to have to be phenomenal. But I think this is perfect for Cody Rhodes. This is the best thing that I think he's had since he got back. I'll be honest with you.
Yeah, I think it's the best thing for Kevin Owens, man. I think Kevin Owens is one unutilized. I ain't gonna say underutilized, but maybe unappreciative.
I don't know
like
if it's really beneficial for everyone else, but Kevin needs this.
Kevin definitely needs.
Would say about Sami Zayn. Sami Zayn needs one thing to get him back onto somebody that really can go like, bro, I want to see Sammy on TV because. I don't know, the push-pull babyface, you know.
I mean, I could be the only one. If Sammy ain't going back to the bloodline, I just want to break for Sammy for a bit, though. Give me a break. Sami Zayn is wonderful. He's wonderful, but at the same time, boy, he's like the biggest underdog in the WWE right now. Where he just, you know, he have a match, he have everybody believing that he's going to win. You know, like, and he possibly could win, but I mean, like, I just chill on Sammy for a minute, though. Like,
he's like that Chris Jericho. He's the Chris Jericho.
Nah, hell no. He ain't like the Chris
Jericho. I never got tired of Jericho. A lot of matches that he would win that he didn't.
Jericho always reinvented himself, though. He also had personality and a lot of charisma. I don't know. So does Sami Zayn, but not in the same way.
That's how I was about to say. You did agree to that part. Like, he has tried to recreate a character and stuff like that.
How do you guys feel about? No, go ahead, bro.
No, I was agreeing with Warren. It's like I like Sammy, but it's just. Like we said,
I think he's already broke that over marker. He's not going to excel from that. He
can jump back in with the bloodline. If with the bloodline story, he could definitely jump back in and fuck around and have some fun with it.
Outside of the bloodline thing, in my opinion, you want him to stand out to where it's like it's just Sami Zayn, and that's not it anymore.
That's why I'm talking about Cody, Warren. See, look, you're saying the same. That's what I'm saying about Cody Rhodes, man.
Off a lot of things out of it. I mean,
Cody Rhodes been riding the bloodline, fucking tails, everything outside of the bloodline. Cody Rhodes. Here we go. Let's get it started.
In a way, he's actually made the bloodline storyline continue without Roman and stuff like that right now. So in a way, it's been him that's been actually helping that bloodline storyline, in my opinion.
That's the craziest thing you might have ever said on this show.
If you want to say that, but that's just my opinion.
Cody Rhodes has helped the bloodline. It's only
who else was going to make Solo Sikoa believable as a main guy, a main bad villain, as much as he has been right now? I didn't see it until I saw that.
Because he got the championship, though. John Cena didn't make him look strong when he took him out with all the thumbs to the.
I'm talking about after the WrestleMania thing. Solo just did not make it believable as, oh, I'm the new tribal chief. I didn't believe it for a long time.
It still ain't believable to me. I ain't gonna lie to you, but
I mean, he beat the shit out of Roman in Bad Blood. I'll say that. Solo made me believe in that Bad Blood match.
the team that Solo's team is what put him over. Because remember, everybody was wishy-washy about it. Even when Tomatunga and Tongaloa came, and Tongaloa was fucking up and being goofy.
Are y'all fans of them?
Tomatunga is being goofy.
I like him.
I like him, but Jacob Fatu just flipped it overhead. When Jacob Fatu and everything about Jacob Fatu has just
I think that's why they hesitated to put Jacob in it right off the rip, because they knew Jacob was going to overshadow Solo and them. Because in my opinion,
I believe that
Solo's not even the main villain guy right now. Like it's Jacob. Jacob is that guy.
Yeah, Jacob.
And I think that's why they hesitated to bring Jacob in for the longest time. If they put Hukalelo in, or whatever his name is, before Jacob Fatu, I feel like they could have done something with Solo to be that main guy, whatever. But with Jacob Fatu into that, I mean, there's no one else you really matter about. Because
but Warren, here, let me say this real quick. But see, this is the thing. I fuck with Jacob. Jacob is good on the mic. I know this motherfucker can talk. He's got attitude. He's got everything. He's phenomenal. But if they were to switch, bro, I feel like Tomatunga. I know this might sound crazy to a lot of fucking people who probably don't know him, and I don't know him that well. I just kind of got acquainted with his work. But Tomatunga is the main guy I can see taking the position like I'm the one running this motherfucker now, and Jacob still being that wolf that goes after every fucking. You ain't putting them down. He's the animal that you need in your fucking posse. I think Tomatunga would sell the shit out of being the one that controls. Y'all go get him with the suit and the black gloves. Tomatunga is a fucking leader, bro. Bullet Club, Tomatunga. Like, so it's going to be real interesting to see what route they go. You know, The Rock is coming here. And at some point, come on, be real. At some point, it's going to be something where, like Solo said, it's all part of the plan. I see, The Rock standing in the room. We're going to make it happen. And I think he's going to stick Fatu and all of them on. Notice how Jacob Fatu, I love you, Solo. He's going
feel like
so
Rock was the
hard.
original tribal chief. And I think
I
that's
do
what
too.
they're going to do with that
I think he's going to flip.
Story.
Yep. I think they're going to fucking flip. The Rock being back is going.
Because if we want to be honest, if you think of the storytelling that Solo always kept saying about Roman, that Roman lost, Solo has lost way more matches as the tribal chief than he did when he was the regular, the enforcer.
Listen, that's why he said he's pissed. He's pissed. I sent y'all to do a job.
And I feel like that's what Strike 3 also could be as well. It's not really referring to Roman and them.
Good point.
That's the third time Solo has lost it. He lost to Cody. He lost twice to Cody. Now he's lost his tag match. That's Strike 3.
Good fucking point. That's a good point right there.
Hey,
I agree with you. I agree with you actually right there.
I do.
That's something. Said something.
I like that. I definitely like that. All right, to sort of wrap it up, though, how you guys feel about these vignettes that have been going on WWE? And I feel like it's the Lucha Brothers and the Motor
City Machine Gun.
There you go.
Hey, I'll help you out, Dre. The one with the things is not the Lucha Brothers. The one with the
it's Brian's favorite tag team.
The War Raiders. They're coming back.
The War Raiders. Oh,
the Viking Raiders.
The Viking Raiders.
War Raiders.
They were called War Raiders in NXT before.
Okay.
The name.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
So they're coming back as the regular name.
Spoiler alert. I don't know what happened, but I ain't gonna do too much talking.
Excited.
But
he was so excited to see him.
Yeah, the new Raw. I guess they taped it already, and they started showing a whole bunch of clips. So there's some shit in there that'll let you know what's going on.
You also got to think TK just extended time on what's one of the Lucha Bros, Penta. They extended his time, so now Penta's still officially signed with AEW for another year.
I'm not even interested in the motherfuckers. I don't know why everybody gassing it up like they the greatest ever.
I was one of the guys that literally said they need to learn how to wrestle, and godly did I get shit on social media about, are you kidding me? I literally said it so many times. I said that shit with Young Bucks and them in that match was trash.
People so crazy. A guy left a comment one of the live watch alongs I was doing, he was like, "Yo, man, I can't believe you still watch wrestling or something like that. Don't you know it's fake?" And I was like, "Okay, like really? Are we really gonna go there? Like you
Yeah.
picked the dumbest thing to say." And then he had the nerve to say, "Well, I watch death matches." I'm like, okay, all
Like,
right, man. Oh,
Hold
okay,
on,
all
hold on.
right.
You say he watches death match?
Yeah, he preferred
bro,
death
okay.
matches.
Yeah, people are
You
fucking
know,
dumb.
like get the fuck out of
Bro,
here, bro.
you know, honestly, it used to offend me when I first got into it. You know, bro, like you come in the ring if you think it's fake, like, you know. But also, man, it's just laughable, and that's something that my coach and everyone has told us in the past. Like, people are going to say something to get an effect out of you, to get a reaction. It's just a matter of how well tough your skin is. So, like, I mean, it's laughable now because I've been doing it for so long, and you know, it's just like, is that really hurting my bill, my paycheck at that night time? You know what I
And
mean? So
also,
it's like,
it's more of a cliche thing than anything, because you know, when
you
I
watch
feel like when
sports, you watch movies, like, what's the
and when
difference?
people say it, it's like people are referencing not. I don't think people are really saying it as much as like the moves and shit are fake. I think they're saying it like, oh, they don't really hate each other. You know what I'm saying? Like
Yeah.
you know they know
You
who's
already
gonna
know
win.
who wins before it starts.
That's what I think they're saying it, because I don't think they're addressing. Maybe they are. I don't think they're addressing motherfuckers who was diving off of buildings and, you know, going through, you know, whatever. Like, they could be in a way, but I feel like they're doing it more because they're like, oh, you know, The Rock doesn't really hate Stone Cold. Like, yeah, motherfucker, we know it's you know, it's entertainment, it's programming. Like, yeah, they know who's gonna
And
win,
yet
but you
they've
know,
been going on TV for how many years now? And seasons for shows that everybody watches die
it's
out
just
in
cliche
like
to say the shit, bro.
6
It
seasons.
really
Like,
Wrestling's
is.
not real. You know, it's not real. Like, who the fuck cares? But nothing we watch is real, unless you're UFC or, you know, fucking, you know, football or something, whatever. They're playing the actual game. This is not the same
hey,
thing, bro.
I gotta get it out.
All
6-0,
right.
baby. We 6-0. Brian. Oh yeah,
Hey,
Dre know what I'm talking about. We 6-0.
No, I know what you're talking about too. I've actually started watching football, man, as kind of like a hobby. I'm trying to get into it more.
Bro,
I've been
watch
watching
them
all the
Hurricanes, bro.
games too,
Watch the
as much as I
Hurricanes.
can.
yeah,
Not the Storm, but
my
watch
Ravens, man.
the team.
We had the last, I think, 3 games. We won by what, less than maybe 3 points or
Dre, I
something.
told you,
So,
bro. You got my
yo,
buddy on
we
that team now.
Oh,
That's
and
it.
then another thing I want to say, man, you know, growing up, born and raised here in Washington, D.C., the whole time I tried to get into football when I was young, or did get into football, and, you know, it's always like, you know, wherever you're from, you root for the, you know, your home team. And the
Yeah.
Washington Redskins, that was what they called first before they was the Commanders. The Washington Redskins, these bums
20
could
ass
not win a
names.
game worth
Bro,
nothing.
I'm a
And
Jags fan. You
they won a
really
Super
want
Bowl.
to talk about hard times?
They won a Super Bowl in, I think, 1992. You know, I was maybe like 1 or 2 or whatever like that. But hey,
I
ever
was
since
one.
then, they go 2-1, lose the rest. Go 3-0, lose the rest. But this year, and obviously, you know, they're the Commanders now. They 4-1. So I was like, oh shit, maybe they doing something over there though. But
Gonna rock the
that don't
red.
mean I'm gonna root for them though. But you know, that's what we
You
play
wear
next
red
too.
for him at
Baltimore take
least.
on. Nah. I mean, you know, I root for them, you know, but if it's against Baltimore, nah, you ain't, nah. Derrick Henry gonna run your ass over, bro. It's like he's a wrestler turned running back. For real.
Ain't no wrestler, bro. Nope.
All right,
I like
man.
the
I
Giants.
want her.
I've only liked the Giants because my brother's team is the Giants. I used to watch the Giants games and just root against the Giants just to piss him off. But then I wound up just liking them because I was a fucking team I was watching every week. And so now I'm trying to, like, even when I started back, I was like, man, let me just pick a team. I can start fresh. I can pick anybody I want. I'm trying to, bro. It's harder because, you know, we don't have the network doesn't come out, you know.
Yeah.
So I gotta like try to watch it however I can. But lately, I've just been watching the replays, because you can go on, like, you can record it and they'll still record it on your DVR and shit like that, even if you're not in the area. So
See, I give people
trying to get
on that,
into it.
but I don't know how people do it, bro. Like, especially on a Miami Hurricane game, bro. I have to watch the game. I can't just sit there. Oh, I recorded it and I'll watch it later. Like,
football.
I can't do that for wrestling
if I find out
or
they
UFC.
lost,
I can't do that.
I'm not gonna sit there and watch no pre-recording on sit there and be all hyped up in the game, bro. Like,
it's different. it's different from like basketball or football or anything like that.
Watching a
Even
sporting event, I can't watch a pre-recording though. But if I could watch, say like, oh, you missed this great catch or whatever, if they won, yeah, I'm gonna go back and watch it. But no, man, TV show is the only thing you're gonna get me to watch a DVR on.
Yeah, I'm trying to get into shows. I'm trying to get into a whole bunch more stuff, man. Just for a hobby.
Shirt, bro. This child's over here wearing Chucky.
Yes.
Come here,
look at, I'm about to
Halloween,
go grab something. Yeah, Halloween coming up. I'm about to go definitely grab some food while both of them is asleep.
Yeah,
and they are knocked out, man. For real, I'm about to get me something. Yo, man, it's been a great commission talks, man. Appreciate everyone definitely tuning in and joining in the chat, man. Definitely make sure you go subscribe to the Beeline Entertainment LLC and Buzzing with Marlo. Any final thoughts, you guys?
Hey, man, we will not have an episode this week because of what we're going through right now. As you could tell, the internet's been coming in and out. So hopefully we're just going to get what we're getting right now, storm, winds, whatever. Hopefully it's not going to be super traumatizing. But my thoughts and prayers go out to all my friends and family that are in the Tampa area, Orlando.
Yeah.
I mean, we're about to get – we usually joke about this. I've even said this on the podcast a couple of times. We used to laugh about hurricanes, but we've avoided for the last 5 years. And we were eventually going to get hit with one. I'm a little nervous about this one. I'm not even going to lie to you because – this one looks really scary. This one does look a little scary.
Definitely stay safe, man. Pay attention and don't do any. Please, people, try y'all best to not, make silly decisions right now, bro. It's really not the fucking time for it. Leave. Well, if you can, man. I'm watching a lot of shows. Yeah, if you can. People don't got no fucking money, and everybody trying to make everybody go places. But if somebody told me to leave my house right now, I'd be like, well, nigga, am I coming to your house? I don't got no money. I ain't staying in no hotel right now. They
just paid their rent, put all the gas money
telling
in,
you, right?
food and everything.
That's the only thing I was just like, bro, it's
like,
literally around rent money time. So it's like, of course.
Yeah, I might as well just stay here and go down with the ship. Fuck it. But
like Warren said, couldn't come a week ago.
I'm trying to tell you, right? That's where you pay the rent. But yeah, please, everybody, stay safe. I'm definitely been watching it on TikTok. I've actually been real interested in it because it's crazy time. But for me, I was off all last week. I didn't do any shows, but I'm full throttle back. If you guys don't know and you ain't seen the promos, we got the Halloween Spectacular back at it 5 years in a row. Going to be out on October 24th. So it's live. It's the first one that's going to be completely live. And listen, man, if y'all been seeing some of the shows, I'm gonna be doing some clips, I'm gonna be doing some editing work, and we got a lot of promotions that are going to be coming out within this week, leading up to it. Also, Straight to the Roast Wrestle Talk is next at 9:00 p.m. So check us out. Make sure you come back for Wrestle Talk Wednesday. We'll also have a Halloween special about spooky wrestlers and stuff like that on the 30th for STR Wrestle Talk. So that's going to be something you guys can look forward to as well. And that's it, man. That's it right now.
Definitely. What's up, man? Can't wait for the Halloween special, man. That looked real spooky, man.
Last week
he had no captions or nothing. I was like, oh, you know what? I'm tuning into that shit.
I'm going all out, bro.
Hey, yo, man, this definitely been a blast, man. We be definitely back at it next Wednesday, you guys, 5 p.m. Make sure you subscribe to the Beeline Entertainment LLC, the Buzzing with Marlo, and definitely you guys make sure you subscribe to the 1130 podcast, man. Definitely hit the like button down below, comment, follow, subscribe, tell a friend about the 1130 podcast. All right, man, it's definitely been a wonderful show. We about to head on out of here, man. Until next time, man, be easy, be smooth. I appreciate everyone. We'll figure out who hosts the next week though, but enjoy your wrestling,
guys,
man.
Stay away from the baby oil. Stay away from the baby oil.
Oh yeah, there's no more left.
Yeah. No more wax on, wax off.
All right, you guys, man.
All right,
y'all. Next time, man. Peace, man. We out, man.
Woo.